Hi everyone, it's Giselle with an energy update. Last night we had the full moon and also the eclipse, and I wanted to share some things that I've observed in my one to one readings with my clients, as well as other things, messages I've received from viewers on this channel who are also on this soul journey, twin flame path. And yeah, the energies are feeling very dynamic. There's a lot of movement, a lot of not just externally um, tangible movement, but definitely something you can sense from within. And I've started to notice this in my own life with my own manifestations. Things are starting to move. And there was a sense of hopelessness and feeling very down and like things were never going to happen, certainly the weeks before. But now it's just it feels like something has shifted, something's been released, and it's all very exciting and yeah, just very uplifting. It just feels like there's a light at the end of the tunnel now. And it's sort of an overall feeling that I've been getting through the sessions I've been having with my clients. And I wanted to share, particularly, something really awesome that's happened for one of my clients. They said it was okay to share. But I'm not going to give away any sort of personal info about my client because I never do. And I just want to keep this, just to the information that's needed in this story. But yeah, so they haven't had contact from their person in over 2.5 years, and they've been a client of mine for about that time, really, ever since they kind of fell out of contact. I've been with them, and not just for the twin flame journey. I've also helped them in other areas of their lives and their families, with particular tricky situations that they needed guidance and healing for. So they've been with me for a long time, and not that they doubted, because they could feel this within their heart that this was going to happen, and it's easy to doubt. It's easy to fall into this kind of way of thinking of, man, is this even ever going to happen because it's been so long. And it's easy for you to start thinking, well, it's been too long, and your logical mind and your ego mind is going to say, well, yeah, give up, it's useless. But this is why I want to share the story, and why they felt they've given me permission to tell this story, is because they want to give everyone else out there hope that this can absolutely still happen. And this twin flame journey is the most confusing, the most mind blowing experience. It doesn't make sense to the human mind, to the human emotion, to the ego mind. You're going to think, oh, this is absolutely bonkers, and how in the world is anything ever going to happen from this? But despite all of these doubts and all of these um, physical, worldly expectation, things absolutely can and will if you feel it in your heart. This is why I keep reiterating every time I do a video lately, is because we have to feel it in our hearts, because if we don't, then that's a clear indication that something isn't right. But if we do feel it in our heart, and despite whatever anyone else says, despite having other readings that may tell you otherwise, but you don't resonate with them, against all the odds, if you feel it in your heart, it is for you. And even this client said they've had readings with other readers who've told them, you're never going to hear from this person again. And they felt, you know what, that's wrong. So they came back to me and said, can you just have another look at this? Because I don't feel that that's right. And no, I didn't feel that was right either. I said, no, I still feel that it's in your energy. This person will come back. It's in your energy. Timing may be a bit of a mystery at times, but if it's in your energy, then it absolutely can and will happen. Just stay in the knowing. it's important that you have that knowing, that you don't waver, that you don't doubt, and that you trust what you feel in your heart, because you are not being misled. The universe will not be putting these feelings in your heart if they are not to come to fruition at some point. And this is why it is important that you distinguish between the feelings that you're getting and the readings that you're receiving. Yes, your readings can be helpful, but if it doesn't resonate with you, please believe yourself, believe your feelings, your intuition. If something doesn't resonate, whether your ego wants it to or not, you have to go with what you're feeling. The feelings that you are receiving from a heart level, not from an ego level, are going to help you so much more. So they wanted me to share this message with you, and I also wanted to share it because it's just so awesome how things can turn around, and how from one day to the next things do and can change in the blink of an eye. You're not in contact one day, but then you are the next day. It's completely amazing. And so maybe people who don't really understand, like maybe your neighbors or your friends or your family even, they can think that this is absolutely nuts, and they're still going to try and give you advice and approach this from a human 3D perspective. But what you have to do is discern those advice, guidance that they're trying to give you, and approach it from, how am I feeling? How do I interpret this? What guidance am I being given that they have no access to? So this is really, really awesome, and I wanted to share that. Also, I want to share a message of going back to basics. This was made clear during a reading I had with another client yesterday. This is something I felt for myself because I was guided to do it a few days ago. I was starting to feel overwhelmed and starting to, when you project too far into the future and you have that sense of not knowing what's going to happen, you can become overwhelmed. And that's where you become anxious and very worried, and you start to lose your footing. But the message I was given is, go back to basics. What worked for you? And that's what I started to do. I started to do my morning affirmations. And you don't, the thing with affirmations is, okay, some people start to get really, really overwhelmed and start to freak out. You don't have to do as much as you think you should. Start with one affirmation and start repeating it maybe 3 to 5 times, maybe more if you feel like it. Just feel the feeling of that affirmation. And the best time to do it is the first few moments as you are waking up. As soon as you realize, I'm starting to wake up, I need to do my affirmations, do it then. And do something very simple. I like the phrase, and I've heard this a lot from Esther Hicks. Everything is always working out for me. Something as general and as simple as that will start to put you in the right mind frame. And then when you're feeling more confident, then you can start to branch out and be more specific. And I've been really enjoying these coaching calls I've been doing with clients, because it's really helped them to grasp the simplicity and effectiveness of these affirmations, where they can, get me to talk them through it and fine tune everything. And it's really boosted my abilities to go back. And it's so good to go back to basics, really, because we tend to forget. We tend to go a certain journey, and then when we kind of, quite far away from where we were initially, we forget. We forget to go back to how things were, the things that worked for us, the simplicity of it all. So that's been very eye-opening and very enjoyable. I've managed to see tangible evidence of the things I've been working on in a matter of days, like 1 or 2, 3 days maybe at most. And I was so happy and so inspired to just share that, that you may think you're so far away from something, but you're really not. You just need to put yourself in that energy and allow it to come to you. And even if it is just baby steps or small pieces of evidence, it's still there. And bigger things are coming, bigger things are being worked on. Things are, moving behind the scenes where we can't see it, but where our souls are working in collaboration with the divine to help bring this to us, for us to actually see it and experience it in our everyday lives. So, yeah, what I've sensed from this moon is that there's so much movement on the way. And if you haven't already started to feel it now, you will, I feel, in the next coming week, because the energies are still going to be around for at least a week and a half, possibly longer. It's a very, very um, strong energy, and the times just have so much potential now. So I wanted to share that with you, to give you some hope, to give you some a little bit of a boost, to help you to feel that you are not stuck, you are not alone, and you are going to be able to attain your goals. It is absolutely possible. Just stay with what you are being given, stick with what your knowledge is, the thing that's in your heart, the knowledge that you feel is right for you. Stay in that knowing and don't waver, don't hesitate, don't allow external um evidence, such as people telling you things. Don't allow that to discourage you, and ask for signs and ask for guidance for your intuition, and that's what matters most. So I hope this message has helped you, and if you would like to connect with me, all the details are in the description. I am still offering the 25% off 4 sessions on my community page, so just click onto that. Or if you can't find my community page for any reason, or have some trouble with that, just email me and I'll be happy to help. And thank you all so very much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.